Worried about your money disappearing into the digital ether? You're not alone. In an age where digital transactions are the backbone of our financial lives, platforms like Venmo have become indispensable. They offer unparalleled convenience, allowing us to split dinner bills with friends, pay rent to roommates, or even tip our favorite local artists with just a few taps. But with this incredible ease comes an inherent responsibility to use these powerful tools safely and securely. Think about it. Every time you send or receive money, you're essentially opening a small digital window into your financial world. And just like you wouldn't leave your front door unlocked or your wallet sitting out in the open, you shouldn't leave your Venmo transactions vulnerable. The digital landscape, while convenient, is also teeming with opportunistic individuals looking to exploit any weak link in the security chain. From sophisticated phishing scams to simple human error, the threats are real, and their consequences can range from minor annoyances to significant financial losses. So, how do we navigate this digital financial world without constantly looking over our shoulder? How do we harness the power of Venmo's convenience without becoming a target? That's precisely what we're diving into today. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's about empowerment. It's about giving you the knowledge and practical tips to transform your Venmo experience from a potential liability into a truly secure and seamless part of your daily financial routine. We'll explore everything from setting up the strongest possible foundations for your account to recognizing and avoiding the clever tricks scammers use. We'll talk about the subtle art of privacy settings, the critical importance of strong passwords, and the often overlooked benefits of two-factor authentication. By the end of this, you won't just be a Venmo user, you'll be a Venmo security expert, confident in every transaction you make. So, let's get started and make sure your money stays exactly where it belongs, in your pocket. First and foremost, let's talk about the absolute bedrock of your Venmo security, your account setup. This isn't the most glamorous part, but it's arguably the most crucial. Think of it like building a house. A strong foundation prevents everything else from crumbling. Your password. This isn't just any password, this is the key to your digital wallet. Avoid anything obvious: your birthday, your pet's name, password 123. Seriously, don't use password 123. Instead, opt for a long, complex phrase that mixes uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. The longer and more random, the better. And here's a critical rule: never reuse passwords, especially not for financial apps. If a hacker cracks one account, you don't want them waltzing into your Venmo with the same credentials. Consider using a reputable password manager to generate and store these complex passwords securely. It might seem like an extra step, but the peace of mind is priceless. Next up, two-factor authentication, or 2FA. If your password is the lock on your front door, 2FA is the deadbolt. It adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification, usually a code sent to your phone, in addition to your password. Even if a nefarious actor somehow gets hold of your password, they can't access your account without that second code. Venmo offers 2FA, and enabling it should be non-negotiable. It's a small inconvenience for a massive boost in security. Think of it as a digital bouncer, making sure only you get into your account. Now, let's talk about your linked bank accounts and debit cards. Venmo stores this information for seamless transactions, which is convenient, but it also means that if your Venmo account is compromised, those linked accounts could be at risk. Regularly review the bank accounts and cards linked to your Venmo. If you close an account or get a new card, update your Venmo information promptly and remove any old, inactive links. And speaking of links, be incredibly wary of linking multiple bank accounts unless absolutely necessary. The fewer pathways to your funds, the better. Let's shift our focus to the privacy settings within Venmo itself. This is an area where many users unknowingly expose themselves. Venmo, by default, often makes your transactions public. While there's a certain social aspect to seeing your friends' transactions, it also broadcasts who you're transacting with, how much, and for what purpose. This information, especially when combined with other publicly available data, can be used by scammers to build a more convincing phishing attempt or to understand your financial habits. Take control of your privacy settings. You can set individual transactions to friends only or, even better, private. For most transactions, there's no real need for them to be public. When you're paying your roommate for rent, does the entire Venmo universe really need to know? Probably not. Make it a habit to review your privacy settings regularly, ensuring they align with your comfort level and security preferences. Remember, less public information means fewer data points for potential attackers to exploit. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. Moving on to the actual transactions themselves. This is where most scams occur, so vigilance is key. First, always double-check the recipient's username before sending money. It's incredibly easy to mistype a username or confuse it with a similar-looking one. A single character can send your hard-earned cash to a complete stranger, and Venmo transactions are generally irreversible. Imagine sending your rent payment to John Smith instead of John Smith, a nightmare scenario. Always confirm the exact username, perhaps even asking the recipient to confirm it for you if it's your first time transacting with them. It takes a few extra seconds but can save you a significant headache. Be extremely cautious of unsolicited payment requests or messages. If someone you don't know sends you a payment request out of the blue, especially for a large sum or something vague, it's a huge red flag. Scammers often use these tactics to trick you into accepting payments you weren't expecting, only to later claim an overpayment and demand a refund to a different account, effectively stealing your money. If it seems too good to be true, or if you don't recognize the request, simply decline it. Don't engage. Phishing scams are another major threat. These are sophisticated attempts to trick you into revealing your login credentials or other sensitive information. You might receive an email or text message that looks incredibly legitimate, seemingly from Venmo, asking you to verify your account, update your information, or click on a suspicious link. These links will often lead to fake Venmo login pages designed to steal your username and password. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.